Hi everyone, my name is Rajendra Bandi. I am a faculty of information systems at IIM Bangalore. But more important than that, I graduated from NIT Jamshedpur, or what was then RIT Jamshedpur, in 1983. I joined RIT in 1978. I was requested by your I&R team to share a few thoughts on students who want to prepare for CAT for admissions to the MBA programs. It's a privilege for me to be doing that and share some of my ideas on that. But what qualifies me to give that advice? I have been interviewing candidates for admission to our institute for the past 20 years. I must have talked to about 2,000 odd candidates over this period. I have been a part of our admissions team for over 10 years in some capacity or the other. For 3 years, I have managed the admissions at IIM Bangalore, was the CAT convener in 2016. I also managed the admissions for about 4 years for a new IIM Visakhapatnam at the inception period. So it's based on this experience that I thought I'll share some of my experiences and give whatever I think are tips and advice to the students at NIT Jamshedpur. But I would want to make it very clear upfront that these are my personal views and these do not represent that of my organization that I am working for, that is IIM Bangalore. Though Himanshu wanted me to talk of how to prepare for CAT, I thought I'll use this opportunity to talk of a broader context of how to prepare for admissions to the MBA programs and not just the CAT. I'll try and touch on three specific questions. Why? The first one is why an MBA program? The second one is when should I go for an MBA program? And the third one is if I decide to go for an MBA program, how do I go about preparing for one? Okay. The first one, why MBA program? That's an extremely important question that you should be asking yourself as to why you want to go for management education. As an engineering student, the question is, what do you know about management education? Often I see students coming to the interviews and saying, well, I managed such and such an team at my engineering college. I enjoyed working with people, I managed finances, and therefore I want to do an MBA program. Please remember that management education is not an event management program. It is not just about working with people, it is not just about managing finances. It's very important to avoid getting into a herd mentality. Think about yourself. Why you would want to spend time preparing for management education. Remember that management education is not just about managing people or about managing money. It's about managing all kinds of resources, could be people or men, materials, money, and now more important, data. Some of the roles for a manager doesn't involve interacting with people at all, right? But that is still okay. An MBA doesn't have to always work with people. Focus on what excites you about management education and what you are passionate about. And if you think there is a fit with the management education, go for it. The second question that people often ponder about is, when should I do my management education? Should I do straight out of college? Or should I work in the industry for a few years and then pursue management education? I, for one, did my education from XLRI, Jamshedpur, straight out of college. In hindsight, I'm not so sure if I did the right thing. I wish I had worked for a couple of years before I went for my management education. Some amount of experience, say around 2 to 3 years of experience, is extremely important. It's important for two reasons. Of course, IIMs give weightage for work experience, but beyond that, having a couple of years of work experience enriches your MBA experience. You would be able to make the most out of what you get in an MBA program. Having said that, candidates who have more than 3-4 years of experience find that additional experience doesn't necessarily help them. In fact, it may hurt them in terms of their career prospects. If somebody has more than 4-5 years of experience, then I would advise that rather than pursuing a 2-year MBA program, one should consider going for a executive MBA program where on an average students have 5 to 7 or even up to 9 years of experience. That's a wonderful program as such. Take your call in terms of what works for you, which is the best route you want to take, and then think of preparing for the management education. Assuming that you decide to go for a management education, there are 3 things that one should be talking of. One is preparing for the CAT. There is a huge amount of hype about CAT in the media, but remember, CAT is not everything. CAT is just one of the many parameters in the admission process. In fact, over the years, the weightage for CAT has been coming down. Having said that, how do I prepare for CAT, or what is the best strategy? Understand that CAT has 3 sections: verbal ability and reading comprehension, quantitative ability, and data interpretation and logical reasoning. For a student with an engineering background, with some amount of preparation, quantitative ability should not be very difficult. Most engineering students find it reasonably easy. Students struggle with verbal ability and reading comprehension. Remember, this section is not just about knowing the thesaurus. People spend a lot of time preparing, improving their vocabulary, etc. But more important than that is your ability to read text and comprehend. It is not something that you would get overnight. It is something that you acquire if you have a good reading habits over a period of time. Okay? Data interpretation and logical reasoning, in my view, is one of the most important section, and many IIMs give more weightage to that. Students with engineering background don't necessarily have an advantage in this section. It is not like the quant section. This is the section where I would think a significant amount of practice would help the students. More important is to keep in mind that your performance in all 3 sections is equally important. You cannot afford to do very well in one section and mess up in the other section, right? A good performance across all the sections is important. Okay? The next important aspect of admission process into an MBA program, assuming that you do well in CAT, is to submit your detailed application, which includes writing your statement of purpose. This is something which you should think through very carefully and write it. This is an opportunity for you to showcase who you are as a person, not just your academic performance. Try and connect with everything that you have done before, your life experiences, and how they have influenced your thinking and your aspirations to go for a management education. The SOP should be a coherent essay that you write, and not just a bunch of disjoint statements. Most important, is that you should be honest in what you say, and please do not copy paste from the standard templates that you may have seen from the other students, other candidates. Okay. Coming to the interview stage, as many of you probably are aware, most IIMs have two components at the interview stage. One is a VAT or a written ability test, other one is a personal interview. The written ability test is one section where I see many engineering students struggle. What we require in the test is your ability to write good, simple English and communicate in a concise manner. These days, with social media like WhatsApp, Twitter, etc., students struggle to write full sentences or proper sentences with good grammar. What is important for us is both content and language. When I say content, when you are given a topic to write your VAT about, what stand you take on the topic is not very important, but how you put your arguments together is important. On the language part of it, good grammar, punctuations, ability to write full sentences and paragraph are all important. But remember, most topics that you get for your written ability test are very general, contemporary topics. No candidate from a particular domain such as engineering, chartered accounting, arts, commerce would have any advantage. These are very generic topics. So, what is important therefore is you should have a good general awareness. Having a good general awareness is an advantage in terms of how you can put your VAT together. The final component, and which is probably the most important component, is the personal interview. There are 3-4 themes that I would want to focus on in the personal interview. One, your understanding or your expertise in the undergrad subjects. It does not matter which branch you are from, civil, mechanical, electrical, computer science, it does not matter. What is the conceptual understanding you have of the basic principles of your engineering discipline? Often when I see a candidate who has shifted, say, from civil engineering to IT or some other discipline, candidates say, well, I was not interested in my branch, so therefore I ignored those subjects. That's often a poor excuse for not having a good performance. Make sure you brush up your core concepts. Having a good general awareness of the current affairs, both domestic and international, with your ability to interpret and draw inferences in what's happening around the world becomes important as well. In case you have work experience, having a good understanding of what you do at your work and a reasonable understanding about the organization you work for and the industry in which you are working is important. You need to think beyond what your work demands. Okay? And since you are interested in management education, some amount of understanding of business, economic affairs become important. How comfortable are you with picking up and reading the pink paper, Business Standard, Economic Times, etc.? Most of you, I am sure, don't read these papers, but try and make it a habit to get a broad understanding. I agree, your training is not in these domains, but try and seek some understanding of that. My final message to every one of you in this entire process is be honest in what you say. It's absolutely important. I have seen many bright students mess up the admission process simply because of the dishonest statements. faculty members who interview you can see through if you are making a dishonest statement. Be honest, admit what you don't know, capitalize on what you know, and stay focused. If you work on all of these, that is deciding why you want to do an MBA, deciding when you want to do an MBA, planning for how you prepare for the CAT exam, planning for how you write your statement of purpose, and preparing for the final interview stage. Focus on all of these, and I'm sure you would be successful. Have fun in the process, and all the very best to every one of you at NIT Jamshedpur. Thank you.